Hey friends, so it has been a minute since I've done a thrift with me video. I was out running errands and I thought I would stop in at Value Village and see what I find today. So the candle aisle is delivering. Look at these ones. They're etched. They are $4.99. Really interesting shape. I'm definitely gonna get these. These are amazing. I am always on the hunt for Christmas stuff, and knowing that the holidays are right around the corner, these will be perfect. They're $2.49 each. So I usually do not pick up like kitschy retro things like this, but I passed on a hippo that was kind of like this as a pencil holder, and you guys wanted it so bad. So now I don't trust my judgment. I feel like I probably should pick up this guy too. It's made in Japan. It has a little chip there that I feel like I maybe could fill in. Kind of digging this platter. It is artist made, so handmade. The pattern's kind of interesting. Pieces like this can do well in a booth. And I think, what was it? $4.99. So I think I'm gonna get it. More of these retro pieces. Look at her. She is horrifying. Look at those eyes. A bunch of pretty pottery pieces. This one is nice too. It's $4.99. I think that's not a chip. I think that's just where the glaze did not adhere. It's really heavy, and I can't tell if it looks too amateur. I don't know. I mean, this is well done, and the glaze is pretty. I may get it just because I feel like someone would want it because of the butterfly. And these make great like tea bag rests. I have so many of these. $2.99. I feel like it's a little high maybe for that at a thrift store. And this piece, oh, it's nicely done. Oh, I'm finding a lot of pottery. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to get this one. Here's a really pretty folk art piece for $5.99. Now I've sold several of these in the past, although the ones I've picked up recently have kind of sat. I'm not sure if people are really into this color palette. Usually I pick them up if they have the really pretty, vibrant, multicolor florals. This style is almost like a paisley. I'm not sure about, so I think I'm gonna pass on it. This is a very good basket for $8.99. I think I'm gonna have to get this. It's so beautiful and really sturdy, and I like the pedestal. So I thought this might be manufactured, but I actually think it might be a handmade piece. Does it have a signature on it? But this definitely has that look and feel. It's really heavy. The glaze is amazing. So this is a very interesting box that looks like it's been decoupage maybe? I don't know. I really like it. I think for styling in a booth, like to put stuff in that you want to corral, would be kind of neat. It's $14.99, which feels a little high. So here are some of those faux Wedgwood pieces. They are not raised. It's just a transfer on this piece. So don't get fooled. Love these wood vases. This one it has a hole in it. Okay, so it's just purely decorative. $4.49. Love the way it has the different layers of wood. This guy, oh, I can already see a chip just on his lip. Otherwise, I definitely would be getting it. This piece totally caught my eye because of the glaze and the dragonfly. And I can't tell if it is handmade or if it was manufactured. So I looked it up, and there are many of them out there. And they don't sell for a lot, like in the 20s. So I think I'm gonna pass on it. So I don't know what to do on this guy. It's very interesting. I like how it has these just like pops of different glaze, and it's kind of bobbly, but it's $6.49, and I have a hard time selling white vases, so I'm probably gonna pass on it, but I do really like it. So another colorful tray. Now this definitely is someone's art project. Looks like they got a wood tray from like Joann's or Michael's. I really like the pattern on it. It's only $2.49. This is a fun retro piece. It is dated, it looks like 71, $7.49. I love the flowers on it. I'm not super into the colors being brown. There's so many pieces I'm on the fence about today. It's killing me. I don't pick up a lot of pewter things, but this is a very interesting shaped little tray. It's $2.99. I'm definitely gonna get it. So I will see these copper and brass pieces out and about on occasion. I just never know if I should be picking them up. So if you guys sell these, let me know. The bag walls are really giving right now. Look at all of this stuff. It's so full. I have not found anything I want, sadly, in all of this craziness. But I'm sure there's something for someone in all this stuff. Hello, brass bamboo friend. Well, it's definitely a faux finish in glass. $4.99. I am absolutely taking this home. I wish I picked up silver because this tray is huge and only $9.99. It's so good, but I don't really pick up a lot of silver. Oh, more silver. Also in the furniture aisle is this Matisse print for $5.99 in the best gold frame. So excited about this. More tables. This one used to have glass. It's missing, $11.99. And then this one, $9.99, still has its glass in it. Ooh, what to do? All right, I'm gonna have to message some of my reselling friends. So I've decided to pass on this piece, and I think I may pass on this. Sometimes that happens when you find better stuff. You're like, should I just not bother with these pieces because you find better pieces, and then you end up pairing them back, putting them in the furniture aisle, and that's how sometimes you can find the good stuff in the place you would not expect. So I just came across some nice art pieces, more art pieces. So I kind of like these ones because they're framed really nicely. I like the matting, and I like the fact that it has the black edging in it, and they're, you know, signed. So $7.99 each. And then this one is a watercolor signed of a fall waterfall in, I'm not sure where, I'll have to look that up. But that's really pretty. And then this barn picture, and look at the frame on it. I love that. The red is so good. And that is also artist sign in the corner for $6.99. So I am filling the cart, guys. I am filling the cart. So I got really excited about this piece, thinking it might be one of those alabaster bookends, but I do not know what type stone that is. It's so heavy. Maybe it is just like unpolished and it's meant to look like a peach. $7.99. If it was like the shinier polished stone, they can sell for a lot, but I have no idea if this is even worth anything because I can't find anything quite like it. They did really good. Filled the cart, decided to get this because it's so reasonable. And I need one more little like surface in my booth, and I figure I can just mark it up for not a ton more and just sell it as a quick flip. So you know your haul is good when strangers are congratulating you in the parking lot as you're pushing your cart to your car. So I haven't had a haul like this at Value Village in a very long time. This is like a once a year, once every other year, I feel like, type of haul. It was incredible. So it's a few days later and I'm actually out running errands. I'm on the opposite side of town. So I thought while I'm over here, I might as well hit up some stores I don't get to very often. So sometimes I have really good luck here. So we will see. So I used to pick these up all the time and they just don't sell as much anymore. This one is $4.99. I thought about this one just because it's 99 cents, but I don't know. I've just kind of over picking those up. So a crane for $10 is actually not a terrible price, although it looks like someone may have spray painted it at one point because of that right there. Now, oftentimes the spray paint, if you soak this in hot water, it can kind of come off. I'm trying to decide if I want to chance it. Ideally, this would have a mate. Usually you sell them in a pair, so I think I'm going to pass on it. More brass, $6.99 for these birds, although it looks like the finish on it may have been tampered with again. It doesn't look like it's actually patina. It looks like there's actually an issue with the finish. And then there's this guy, although he's missing his, look at the safety pins. He's missing his hanging mechanisms. So I think I'm gonna pass on all these. Oh man, it's not a great start. So I kind of like this guy. He's $6.99. He does not have a hanging hook, but I think I could probably put one on him. So I don't know. I'm on the fence, but I'm not really finding much. So I'm going to put it in the cart. and just see. I did find this mug. It's handmade, $1.99. It's a nice one, and you guys know I sell a lot of mugs, so this is my haul so far. So this is a store you have to check all of the aisles because the tops of them will have a lot of stuff. So you will find stuff everywhere. So these are examples of mugs that I would not pick up because they are definitely someone's like little cute like crafting day. So these I would pass on. So my mom just found this for me because she knows I love buying them, but it's missing stuff in the corners, so that's a pass. And I did just find this stone bird. He is $5.99. So the bag aisle usually has some cute high quality pieces. This is a Michael Kors for, I think it said $14.99. And it's adorable and it's worn in a really good way. The inside needs to be cleaned, but I think I'm gonna get it. I also just grabbed this Dooney, and it has a white tag, which is 50% off. It is $34.99. I think that's why it's still here, because Dooneys are so hot right now. I think because people are like, that's too much. But 50% off, I think that's doable. So I totally forgot to mention when I first started out with this video that my nails look crazy. It is not dirt. It is actually green spray paint. I was doing some spray painting yesterday and I can't get it out of my nails. And the whole time I'm like, you know what? This is gonna impact my thrifting videos because people are gonna be like, ew, like why are your nails so gross? And it's because it's spray paint, so I apologize. So because at this store, the clothes are so good and you can find some really good gems. I tend to go through the racks, and corporate me really wants this jacket, but I have nowhere to wear it here at all. So I'll be passing on it, but it's so fun and metallic. I got excited about these, but then I realized underneath that tag, it says Magnolia. So they are a Target collaboration, so I'll be passing. So this vase is kind of interesting. At first I was like, is it too strange? But when I look at the bottom, like it is a very nicely made piece because you can tell by the finishing on the bottom. So $6.99. I think it's really cool. It doesn't seem to have any like flaws. It's just organic. So it's going in the cart. So this is a Namaji piece of pottery. It's $4.99. It's collectible. I don't know about this color though. I'm not super excited about it. They can be really vibrant. If you guys aren't familiar with this pottery, it's really fun to watch how they make them and dip them. So I'll probably pass on this. And then these cuties caught my eye. They're Japanese. They're $4.99. I don't think they're particularly valuable, but I did really like the bird on them. And I thought, oh, in my booth, they could look really pretty. So I don't know about these. I'll probably pass on them too. A really pretty vintage, hello, mirror. Don't know if I love the fabric on the back. It definitely seems like it has some like water damage. $12.99, but I think white might be half off. So I don't know. I don't know about this piece. I don't pick up a lot of mirrors. So I ended up with a really good eclectic haul. Like a lot of stuff. And that one is in the car seat for safekeeping. But at the very last minute, I heard a cart go by and I saw this from behind. I was like, wait a minute. That could be a good piece of art. So $9.99, original painting, great frame. Okay, so because I feel like I'm on a bit of a hot streak the last couple days, I'm going to go to one more Goodwill stop. This is the big one in the Portland area. It has a lot of aisles of art, which is, of course, my favorite. It's later in the day. It's like midday, so I don't know if it's already been like picked over, but they do restock throughout the day. So we'll see what we get. So this is actually a vase. It's really interesting and sculptural. I think it's 15 when I turn it over. Let's see. It has the mark on the bottom, so XV, so 15. It is really, really cool. I think I'm gonna have to get that. This large studio pottery piece also caught my eye, but it has a pretty significant repair, so passing on that. So I am fooled by these types of mugs all the time. I get so excited because I usually find them like this, and then I turn around and I'm like, well, I don't think anyone would necessarily want that guy. And same thing with this one. I was like, oh, this is really good. And then China. So it drives me crazy because I get so excited for a handmade piece, and then most of them end up being manufactured. So this location has a lot of art, and I kind of got excited seeing this piece. It's like, oh, that's definitely like artist sign. It's framed really well. And then, because I saw it just from here, and then I was like, oh wait, there's a man in it. And I just got intrigued by him, so leaving it behind. So there's a lot of almost good enough, but not quite art here today. So back here is a like barn painting. And I don't know, just something about it just isn't like singing my name. Maybe it's all the brown. So I'm gonna pass on it, but it's only $10, so it's a good price. But yeah, every time I turn stuff over, I see a lot of like hobby or paint party art. Although this piece is kind of cool. This is a good one. I like her, but is she from Home Goods? Possibly. So I just grabbed this. I think someone just put it back because I didn't see it the first round. So really excited about this piece. It's 10 bucks. More strange men at the thrift store. With the year halfway over, I'm looking for Christmas stuff big time. And I was like, oh, looks like a good set. Looks like the complete set, but they're $4 a piece. So 4 times 12, that seems pretty steep. So I just got so excited about this piece, but then I turned it around and it has a big significant crack through it and the chip there, which is such a bummer because it is stunning. All the horsehair detail, I mean, it's just amazing. Pottery with the horsehair in it does really well. So sadly, I won't be getting it because it's so broken and beaten up, but if it wasn't, it'd be coming home. So this piece is amazing. I've never seen a brass ginger jar like this and this huge. I mean, it's giant. So hopefully it's within my budget. Oh, it's so heavy. It is 40. Oh my. Okay. 40 is a lot to spend on it at a thrift store. Okay, yeah, unless it's the half off color, I will not be getting that guy. Weird Pottery totally sells, and this piece is crazy looking. Okay, Elise Carlson P3. Is this like a student piece, I'm assuming? It's $10, and I just don't know because I mean, it's really cool. What is this? Oh, it looks like they may have, that was before it was fired. So, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence with this guy, even though it is really cool looking. So, I love these Brutalist wood beer steins. Like, what you do with them, I don't know. I guess they're just decoration. Ugh, but they're $7 a piece. So, passing on those. But I did grab this little cutie pie. It's a tape dispenser. It's $4.99, so a little steep, but it's adorable. I also just found these frames in a new bin. This one it's definitely seen better days. It's been repaired several times, so I don't know about that one. This one is fine. This is a vintage cork one, a mid-century cork one, and this wood one, I usually don't pick up wood, but this guy's really cool. It is another fill up the cart stop. I'm not complaining. I got this frame too. It's actually vintage. You can tell by the felt color on the back. $5, which a little more than I want to spend. I'll take this piece of fabric out. I think I am going to get all the frames that I found. Little kitty, this one, and then that is just a really nice frame. I have a lot of black and white art, so I think I'm just gonna get that for the frame. I love the vibe of this person's cart. It's so girly with all the vintage lingerie and the floral plates. So we are back in my studio space and I am so hot and sweaty, so I apologize. I look really dewy, look so dewy, and my lipstick is gone and my hair is now flat and just, you know. Looking at myself right here on the viewfinder, I'm like, oh my, maybe you should have freshened yourself up a little bit. But no, I want to get this haul done. I'm having people come into my home for the next 3 days to install new windows. Fun time. So it's going to be loud, so I wouldn't be able to do any filming. So anyways, I wanted to kick off this portion with some pieces you did not see on camera because I actually did one more stop that I didn't film in because I had 10 minutes. And it's my very favorite thrift store in the whole Portland area. And to only have 10 minutes in there is just absolutely brutal. Usually I'm like, you know, combing around, looking under things, looking up high. I'm like doing, you know, very diligent work in that thrift store because it's just so good. And today I just had to just like look around and just grab what I could find. So I did get some good pieces. So let me show you these pieces I got there now, and then we'll get into some of the other stuff. So I got this very cool tiger striped vase, and I don't know if the color is really coming through on camera, but it's like this really like dark orangey brown, the stripes. Last time I had like a tiger striped vase, it sold really quickly because it's just, you know, you don't see these very often. And this one is a good shape, good glaze, had to have it. It was only $8. So I also got this beautiful piece, and I was so excited to get it because, you know, earlier in the day, I found an amazing piece of pottery that had, you know, the horsehair detail, and it was just really great. And then, you know, it was busted up, so I couldn't buy it. And then I found this at the last stop. So it is a lidded pot. It is signed on the bottom. I definitely recognize this signature, but I am like not able to figure out who it is in the moment. So I apologize, but this will be available on Etsy, and so will this one. And yeah, a lot of the stuff I'm gonna show you will be available on Etsy. And then some of the stuff I'm gonna bring to my booth. I actually need to refresh my booth. I went there yesterday, and I did not go there yesterday. In my mind, I went there yesterday. I actually went there a few days ago, sorry. The days are like, with the holiday weekend and me being home from vacation, like the days have like jumbled together. So anyways, I went there recently, not yesterday. And I did some zhuzhing, but I was just like, oh, I still have a lot of space to fill. And so I bought and earmarked a bunch of stuff in this haul intentionally to go to like my booth spaces. So one piece that will be available for you guys is this one. I mean, it would look amazing in my vintage booth because it's so eye-catching. It also will take up a ton of space because it is a behemoth. This is a stunning piece of pottery. It is so well done, so well made. There's a signature on the bottom. It is phenomenal. And I'm hoping I can get this up at the time of this video because I want to send it to a few people to see what their opinion is on it because it is so special. But yeah, it sits on a surface. It's just, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. It is so amazing. This is probably my favorite piece of everything I got because it's just so well made and weird and interesting and just sculptural. I don't know. It's all the good things that I love about certain pieces of pottery. And the glaze being this like burnt red, awesome. Very heavy though, very heavy, but also light for what size it is. So it's definitely a really well-made piece. So very excited about that. Can't believe that it was there, but you know, it doesn't look like anything, and where it was on the shelf, people would probably be like, oh, what is that? You had to like pick it up and realize that it's actually like a structured sculptural vase. So like the wow moment was totally lost on the shelf, and I think that's why it was still there. Okay, so I am so hot. I think I'm starting to perspire on my upper lip. This was a problem I had when I was shooting all the footage in Europe. I was so hot because all of it was basically outside and there's no air in the UK. And so I was like so sweaty, and sometimes I would forget to like blot my mouth before I film. I did grab this little guy off camera at the last stop. This is a glasses holder. You guys know I sell these all day long. This guy was only $6, which was great. And this one's super sturdy, and it's an owl, and it's just so cute. So I was very excited to pick it up, and this was definitely worth the stop. So I got really lucky and got a lot of art over the last few days. So this piece will be available on Etsy. I just think with the red barn in the country scene, I think it just would have a wider audience online than locally. We tend to be in the Portland metro area, very mid-century. And so a piece like that, I don't think it will do as well in my booth space as it would probably online. And then I got this piece. Also, I'm planning to put online. It is an original watercolor, which I thought was stunning. It's definitely gross, and I need to clean it up, but the frame is really good. It is artist signed and dated on the back. For this piece, it doesn't have a paper backing, but I have since gotten all sorts of supplies to do like custom framing. And so I have paper and the tape that you can put around it. And so I'm gonna probably finish the back of it. Not that that's necessary, but I think it would just make the piece a little bit more elevated. And I don't know, I feel like, you know, if I have the tools to do it, why not do it? So yeah, I was really excited about this piece too. And then this one is also coming to my booth, and I grabbed this so fast today when I heard the cart go by. I am extremely attuned to rolling restocking racks at thrift stores. So as soon as I hear that noise, I'm like, where are they? Where are they? Where are they going? And so I heard them, and then I saw this, and I was like, oh yeah, this is coming home. So this will be available on Etsy. And then the last piece that will be available. Okay, it's over here. I gotta grab it. Okay, so I think I'm gonna make this available on Etsy, even though to ship this, I'm gonna regret it because it's big and it's heavy, but it's just a really good needle point. And you don't see these colors very often with the black background, but the really punchy, bright colors and the white frame is just really well done. And I can't believe I got this today for 10 bucks. So that Goodwill, if you've never been, like, obviously if you're somewhere outside of Portland, you will have probably never been there. But anyone local, if you've never been there, it is an experience because it is so busy and things move so very fast. I'm not convinced anything stays there longer than a day because the volume of people going in and filling carts. I mean, it's just crazy. So very excited to find that. Can't believe I got lucky enough to be there at the right time to get that piece. So pieces that I'm gonna take to my booth. This Matisse one I may take there or I may keep it. I have to decide. So I am redoing my powder bathroom on the first floor. It's the very first thing we're going to actually like renovate in our house, and we're doing it ourselves. And do we have DIY skills? We do not. So pray that it turns out okay. And I do want to paint the walls like this like denim color. So I may keep this for me or I may take it to my booth. I haven't decided, but this is a print. And so it's not like super valuable because it's a well-known and widely available print, although the framing on it is really good. And I'm not convinced this is necessarily vintage because these types of brass frames, they have brought back because this minimalist style of framing is very popular. And so that will go to my booth most likely, or it will go to me, the customer of me. And these I'm going to bring to my booth too. Unless one of you guys really, really want them, and then, you know, you can let me know and then I can try to make them available. But I think they will look really great at Tiny Brambles where I have my stuff, as you guys know. And I love these two women. I just think they're wonderful. They're professionally framed. And I think even, you know, as a pair or not, I think they're great. And art sells really well in my vintage booth. And so I try to make sure I have a lot of restock. So I got super lucky on picture frames. People tell me picture frames are a good seller for them, and I just have never really delved into it. And so I got these guys, which I thought were really pretty. And so these will go to my booths instead of online, unless of course, again, you guys want them. This one I liked, and I thought I actually might put a really pretty piece of art in it because I have a small piece of art that might look really good in that type of wood frame because it's just so unique. And this I was actually excited to find because it's definitely vintage. It is a mid-century modern cork frame, which I thought was great. You know, cork stuff was very popular, and I've never really picked up a true like vintage cork piece or even really seen one that's not like busted up because, you know, cork is only durable to a point. And so I was really excited about this. This is $5, which the frames, I paid up for the frames. It's funny, you can get this whole like needlepoint piece of art for 10, and then this is 5. And you're like, God, that's, you know, the pricing. But you know how it is at the thrift stores, the pricing can be all over the place. So I don't know if I showed you this wall pocket that I found, but I thought it was very, very cool. And it is a signed piece. It looks like some sort of like flower, like closed floral. Actually, no, sorry. It's leaves. It's leaves. It's like fall leaves. I should have looked at it closer. But it has a hook on the back to hang. It was $4.99. It's signed on the back. I just thought it was neat. Wall pockets, you know, people find them interesting because they're a nice alternative to art. You know, most of us have like art. It's nice to break it up with something like this. So I was very excited about this wall pocket. Found that kind of at the end. And then, you know, I don't show you guys a lot of the stuff that I pick up for me, but I was really excited about this Michael Kors purse, especially for summer. And it's really, really in good shape. And there's, I mean, inside of it, there's definitely some pen marks and some wear, but nothing that can't be cleaned out. So I was really excited about this. $14.99. $14.99. So Red, White, and Blue, which is the thrift store that is the cash only. They have an amazing purse selection, and you actually can get good quality purses for really inexpensive prices. Now, sometimes a lot of times they know like the purse styles that they have. I also picked up this Dooney purse, which was there on half off, which was crazy, probably because it was overpriced, but it's in really great shape. I really like the contrast of the gray and the brown. Gray and brown you don't see, you know, together very often. So I was excited about this. I don't know if I'm gonna sell it or not. I mean, if I did, I think I can probably double my money on it. And it's just one of those pieces that's like a nice to have in my booth. But yeah, Dooneys right now are just so popular. Vera Bradley is really popular right now. There's a lot of like brands that were super hot when I was younger, like late teens into college, that I would have killed to have owned. Thankfully now I can, because they're at the thrift stores. They're definitely coming back in, and they're very, very popular. Dooney being, you know, one of the forefronts of that, like coming back, and then all the old Coach bags too. So a few more things to highlight. Now I can't remember if I showed you guys this, but this is a giant blanket that is the most amazing like muted brown color palette. Now I don't like brown, you guys know this. I just it's not my thing, but this is really well done, and I actually like the tones of it. And knowing how many people love, you know, like organic muted brown tones, I think someone's going to go bananas over this. So I picked it up. Every time I go to Red, White, and Blue, I seem to pick up linens, and you guys know like linens and lamps are my two like do not pick up Andi things, but I just can't stop myself. And then this next one, I definitely don't think I showed you this one. This next one, you're going to be like, okay, yeah, you just lose your mind when you go there. So this, and now I was with my mom when I was shopping, and she saw this. She's like, that is a really good one. You know when you have a round table and you put the fabric over it and it kind of drapes down like a side table, not like a tablecloth for like a dining table. This is for like an accent table. I thought it was so cute. The colors are really good. It's really well made, and it has this adorable sage green fringe. I loved it. I just thought it was so cute. I just thought it was so cute. This is one of those things where I'm just like, Andi, you are not allowed to buy that. And then what does Andi do? She says, yes, I will. Because apparently I do what I want, even when I'm telling myself no. Now, when I did my booth reset video when I was gone on vacation, you guys were really sweet and had lovely suggestions. And one of the things you suggested was your booth is really brown. And so I thought, oh, this could actually be good, because I have some side tables in there that I could put this over and make a little bit more of a moment, you know, being like a more cheerful time of year. And also the fact that this is colorful, but not modern colorful because it's vintage. I think it would look at home with all the vintage stuff. So I also wanted to mention that the reason why that booth of mine is so, you know, organic and brown and earthy is because the shop definitely has that palette. That's like the unifying theme throughout the shop, is like the pottery in the mid-century and just all the natural earth and brown tones. And so that is why I'm melding in and blending together with the rest of the vendors there, because that's the experience of that store. When you go in, the owner and all of us like to present this like uniform shopping experience. So the shopper actually doesn't necessarily know that there are several booths. They just think it's all one seamless place. And that's not your typical like vintage shop or antique mall. Now my booth at Curiosities, extremely colorful. It has green shelving, a lot of bright, colorful pieces. My mom helps me and brings a lot of the merchandise into that space, so she's having a lot of fun doing that. And so she likes colorful stuff too. So that's more like colorful Andi, and the other is more like natural, organic Andi, which I kind of like. I like exercising different parts of my personality. But this may infuse some life into that space. Okay, so the final thing I'm gonna put online are these candle holders. I thought that they were lovely. I loved the etched details and their sculptural shape. I thought they have like this hammered quality about them, and they're solid, and they're just really, really cool. So they were $4.99 each, which I thought was great. I had a coupon. I'll sell them as a pair. I just thought that the fact that they have this type of top versus, you know, the indent you would put a typical like taper candle in, I thought that made them a little bit more unique, and then also made them a little bit more versatile because you can put all sorts of different candles on top of these. Okay, so those are all basically the things I wanted to highlight. Oh, I did pick up this. You guys might get a kick out of it. It is a floral vest, because apparently these are coming back into style and the young kids are wanting them, and I'm like, oh my. So This I'm probably gonna sell in one of my booths, or maybe I'll try it. I don't know. I think I was a little too young when this style was in, so I don't know. This was kind of one of those weird impulse things. You know, this is what happens when I go to Red, White, and Blue, that thrift store, and I go buy the textiles, and then I see stuff like this because I go through the clothes there where I don't go through the clothes at the thrift store that often, and so I end up finding stuff. I'm like, guess you're coming home with me too. Okay, so that's everything I wanted to highlight. Now, if there's stuff that I did not show you that you want to know if it's available on Etsy or not, you know, check the links down below first, or send me an email or a DM and I can let you know if it's available, or if it's not listed, I can try to get it up on Etsy for you. So all my European videos are coming very soon. I'm hoping this weekend I can maybe drop the first one. We will see. It's such a busy time of year, being summer, and I have family coming into town soon, and I'm like just trying to figure out how I'm gonna balance all of the drops and the videos at the same time. So I'm working through it, but I'm really hoping to kick it off because I don't want too much time to pass and then I'm doing the hauls and showing you the footage, because I'm still very excited about what I got, and so I kind of want to do these videos in that type of excited moment. Okay, so thank you so much for watching today, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Take care.